Hi, this is Ben with Keenan Filters. Today I'm going to be walking you through how to change the filter on your MK60DP model. One of the first indicators of needing to change your filter when using the MK60DP unit is that you'll get an audible warning at this control panel, and you'll see one of our amber LEDs light up. There's one for check water and one for the check filter. The first step in changing the filter will be switching from our online active filter, which is generally filter 1, to filter 2, our backup filter, so we can change the element. Here I'm activating the filter 2 switch on the control panel, and the EFS actuator is automatically switching from filter 1 to filter 2 by moving the handle. Once you've switched from filter 1 to filter 2 by moving the handle, the next step is to remove the top of the filter unit. No tools are required. By hand you should be able to spin off this T and remove it. Take note that sometimes the O-ring to seal the top is left behind on the rim. Next we'll be removing the element from inside. Now, sometimes it can be difficult to grasp the small holders on each side of this element. I recommend using either just a quick screwdriver or anything that has a small tip to pull up this piece, and then you can remove the element easily by hand and drain off some of that excess. Once you have your replacement element, simply just place it back inside the unit. Once the element is inside the unit, you can use our system to prime, raising the fuel inside without having to use an additional canister to pour in the top. To do that, simply turn on the fuel pump to give you additional pressure. And once it has some pressure in it, you can open up this fill valve here, and you'll see the level rise inside. Now that this system has been primed, there'll be very little air left over once we have fixed the top, making sure that when we go to bleed, it'll take almost no work whatsoever. We simply reattach the top to hand tightness. Now I had a little bit of spillover because I may have overfilled it just a tad, but these things happen. That's what our spill pan is for. Now with everything changed out, we're ready to move this back to our online filter. We can do that simply on this EFS model by again hitting this switch over here. And we're back online. Simple as that. One small simple trick I like to use sometimes when putting in these Raycor filters is these flanges up on the side are what you're supposed to be able to grab. And they generally lie a little bit below the level of the lid and can be hard to reach with your fingers, sometimes necessitating the use of like a small screwdriver or even a pen tip can do it. But when you go to install them, if you simply take it and you bend it up in this fashion so that it remains high like that, once you put it inside, the lid will keep these down, but when you go to change it later on down the line, you'll thank yourself for not having to bring an extra tool.